Greetings, heathens and heretics, and welcome to a pretty special episode of In the Abyss with me and the drummist and voice of reason. It's rare that we all seem to be together these days, but
It's
um,
been a while.
it
It
has been a
really
while. Yeah, it's
has.
been a while, and
There you
it's
go.
also been a while for this man here, Mr. James McBain, Hellripper. 3 years ago was the last time you were with us.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Thanks for coming
That,
back.
thank you for having me back. It's nice to see you again. And it's weird that it's been 3 years. It
Yeah, man,
both
that's that
feels like
that time. A lot's
longer
happened in
and
that.
shorter.
Yeah,
Time
a lot's
flies,
gone
doesn't
on
it?
in 3 years, that's for sure.
I think
Mm.
what's weird is that we're still doing this. I don't know. That's just,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're four
unbelievable.
years in now, so
Gluttons for
um,
punishment, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. James, quick check-in. How you doing? How you feeling?
Doing well here, man. Yeah, all good. What about you guys?
Good. Yeah, I mean, here we are. All
Yeah,
together. I mean, we may as well say it from the off. Obviously we're here to talk about Connor. Was it Coronach or
Yeah, let's get that
Conorash?
right for a start.
Let's get
Yeah.
let's get
uh,
let's
There
let's
you
get
go.
that established.
so Coronach is
Uh,
fine. Coronach, it's got the CH, like the kind of sound at the end, like silent. Um, but Coronach, Coronach, it's easier, yeah, to do it like that, I guess.
Right, near
yeah,
enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fine.
So it's
Everyone will know what you mean. It's fine.
Yeah.
let's just say the new album.
Perfect. It's a good way
That
around it.
works. Yeah, due for release on the 27th of March. How do you feel? Do you get nervous or do you get excited before at this stage?
Um, a bit of both. I mean, it's weird that it's coming out finally because I've been working on it since 23, probably even before then. Probably started working on it as soon as the last one was like recorded. But
Right.
yeah, it's been what I've been doing almost kind of every period of free time I've had for the past two or 3 years. So it's weird that it's coming out. And then it's weird because I finished it quite a while ago. Well, a few months ago. So,
Right.
it's not particularly new to me,
Mm.
because but yeah, it's excited to get it out there. I'm happy with it. And yeah, it's cool to see what people think. And then, yeah, we kind of just start the whole process of, yeah, the touring and yeah, the promo and the touring and then the touring and then
Yeah, the
um,
grind, the
yeah,
grind.
yeah, but
And
it's cool. It's
good, good. And I mean, we've all heard it, so we can confidently say that it's a good one. It's definitely a
Oh,
ripper.
thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's nice to hear like from people that have heard it because yeah, it's not out yet, obviously, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got no idea how people are going to receive it. You never do, so yeah, thank you very much.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
it's definitely a Hellripper record. Like, there's no doubt about that. You've been around long enough now that we all know what your sound is. But it does feel like a bit of a leap forward from previous stuff. So, what's sort of changed in the approach with this album?
I mean, it's a similar approach, I guess, like in general, but yeah, just kind of trying to like with that every album, just kind of trying to expand on uh the previous and try and write better songs, try and yeah, just do the best I can at that moment. Really, that's the approach. Just write good songs and but yeah, this time obviously, yeah, there was the sound has kind of expanded a bit with like different instruments and different
Mm.
vibes and some different elements in there, different influences uh, from all over the place, and yeah, just trying to kind of make that all come together as a Hellripper record is the fun part. Um,
yeah.
and yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, the approach hasn't really changed. It's just kind of the only thing that changes is kind of where my like mindset is, what I'm influenced by, what I'm, um, how good I am at whatever instrument and mixing and recording and stuff at that point. You hope that each release is a learning, a learning experience and just try and build over the years. And that's where we
Right.
are now.
Like it's just a constant evolution, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I love that you mentioned there just kind of different instruments and bringing in different things. I was delighted to hear that you got a cowbell into there.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. But do you
Yeah.
start with a blank canvas? Is it are these, is it, brand new material, Warlock's Grim gets put to one side, and is it a blank canvas from that point?
No, usually there's stuff left either that I couldn't finish at the time. For example, the track on here called Black Satanic Fuckstorm, that was half written during the Warlock sessions and was kind of planned to be on that album, but I couldn't I just couldn't come up with anything. I couldn't finish the song. It wasn't working, and so I liked what I had, and I just put it to the side and worked on something else. And then when I came to write this album, it had been like maybe about a year or two since I'd checked that song, and then immediately I just came up with like the rest of it, because I had a new outlook on it, on a new like fresh perspective, and I'd listened to different things to get different influences, and just in a different place, like yeah, again, a different like mindset, which is great, you know. And a lot of things happen like that where the riff just won't, a riff or a song or a piece of music just won't come together, and you have to just instead of forcing it, I just leave it, and eventually it'll be released. You know, I don't know if it'll be the next album or the
Right.
a standalone single or 10 years time. You know, I never know. So yeah, there's always some stuff left over and all that, but a lot of it is kind of just written, like starting anew after the previous album. But it's good to have some stuff already there because yeah, the scariest part for me is the blank canvas. You know, having nothing to go on.
Mm.
Yeah, like just starting the whole process is like the worst part because it's so daunting. You're like, I need to do an album. I need to have
Right.
8 songs. Like I've got 0 minutes of material. I've got to get 30, 40, 50 minutes, whatever. So it's nice to have something there, like some sort of idea to build on.
Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned that with the Black Satanic Nightmare. You know, when I first heard that song and even saw the title, my first thinking is right, that's this album's Goat Vomit Nightmare.
Yeah,
Sort of nice familiarity there, but it's like, I want to I want to see a song that basically can scare the grannies, basically. Uh,
yeah,
so for me, it almost feels like that should be a signature thing that you should do every album anyway. So if you've got like a chest of those ready to go and work on here and there, that's it for a few albums.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's always. I mean, the thing I mean, I enjoy. There's like kind of two sides to Hellripper. Like, there's the kind of more. I don't want to call it serious, but there's the more songs like I don't know, yeah, Hunderpressed or Coronach or something like that, where it's more complex. The lyrical theme might be a bit deeper. I use the word deeper, but there might be a bit more of a story or a bit more of an in-depth kind of lyrical theme or something. And then sometimes I just want to have fun and it's a 3-minute song
Mm.
with a ridiculous title and the lyrics or lyrical theme isn't as deep or as serious, for lack of better words, than the others. I like the both sides of things, because it keeps the album diverse. It kind of adds a bit of unpredictability, I guess. Not everything's kind of the same. Yeah, it just kind of adds a bit of variation, I guess. And like I say, I enjoy both sides. I think when I'm listening to music, it doesn't matter the type of song, the length of song, if it's prog, punk, acoustic. Um, if it's a good song, it's equally as valid to me.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and there's going to be people that prefer a 9-minute song like Coronach, and then there's going to be people that prefer a simpler 3-minute song like Black Satanic. And so yeah, it's just kind of part of the Hellripper sound, like different what do you call it, different areas of the sound, I guess.
Yeah, there is something that, as you said, whether it's a long song or a short punky song, there is something that ties it all together. Certainly with this record, this sense of energy. There's a huge amount of energy in these songs, and I'm going to pay you a huge compliment here because, like, a constant benchmark for me as to kind of what makes a great heavy metal song is something like, I'm going to state the obvious, but like Painkiller by
Mm.
Judas Priest, obviously. And the reason I love that song is because there's a tremendous sense of momentum in it. It just kind of
Yeah, yeah.
lays one idea after the other. And I got that from this album. Listen to these
Oh,
tracks.
thank you
It
so much,
really
man.
does just kind of pummel you with new ideas as the songs evolve. And
Yeah.
you achieve that across a 3 minute time span or the 9 minutes of the title track.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, any mention of Painkiller next to the music is very welcome. I don't know, I wouldn't quite say it's merited, but yeah, it's very welcome. I appreciate that. Obviously, one of the best songs ever, and one of the best albums ever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Hellripper is like I say, I wanted to bring in all these different elements and make it a bit more varied. There are slower sections and there are uh, things like that. But yeah, Hellripper is always, to me, is always going to be a black thrash, black speed band.
Mm.
And so that is going to be the style of music. It's going to be mostly fast, mostly aggressive and brutal and whatever. But yeah, I just think
Yeah.
it's what I enjoy, like I say, is using these different elements to complement the madness going on basically, and to um expect and yeah, if adding different um different tempos and different, like, varying the heaviness and varying the speeds and varying whatever, it makes the aggressive and crazy parts stand out more, or more effective, or whatever you want to say. And yeah, uh, yeah, that's yeah.
I think, yeah, on that, we need to talk about the title track because you released it as a
Mm.
single, and any band that releases a 9 minute song as a single, that's kind of brave in itself. Tell us a little bit about this because this seems like it's an ambitious song. It closes off the album brilliantly. When we all heard it as a single, we were like, "Yeah, like this. This is good." And then when we hear it as at the end of the album, it really makes sense because it just finishes it off on such
Yeah.
a sort of crescendo. So tell us a little about the song, and also what is Coronach?
So yeah, a cornet is a an improvised kind of choral uh song for the dead.
Okay.
It would be performed at funerals in Scotland or the Scottish Highlands to honor the dead. And it's a title that I've been like that's been kicking around for ages now, years, and it was originally supposed to be the title of an album by another project of mine that I just like hasn't materialized, and I thought I want to use it, especially because it's the whole album's Scottish themed, and
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it works perfectly for the Scottish theme, so I thought it would work there. Also, yeah, I thought it'd be cool to have all the song titles, the all the album titles, sorry, for Hellripper so far have been quite long, or I think it's yeah, quite long or whatever. And this one's just one word. I thought it was cool just to have something different there.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that song was something a bit different again. That was a probably the most difficult one of the most difficult songs for me to record and write, because yeah, it's something I've never done before. Like a kind of similar-ish type of song would be Warlock's Grim, like the
Yeah.
title of the
Yeah.
last album.
Hmm.
But this one's it's got different vocal styles. It's the structure of the song's a bit weird. There's not really much repetition. There's like maybe one part that's repeated or something. And it kind of goes through a number of different journeys. There's like a journey through a bunch of different like pieces. There's like a 4 minute guitar solo, and yeah, and it was just it was just again something different, that wasn't on the rest of the songs of the album. And I wanted to make it the closing track because I had the poem in my the song is based on, and throughout the song the poem Coronach by Sir Walter Scott is read throughout the song. And since I saw that poem, the end line is "Thou art gone and forever," and I had the idea that that would be a good line to close the album.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I kind of that was kind of um, one of the rare occasions where a lyric kind of inspires the running order of an album, or inspires the way the song's gonna kind of pan out, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
that was there's loads of stuff going on that in that song. It's one of my favorites, and yeah, it was. I thought it'd be cool to release that as a single because it's different. Um, Yeah.
It's a phenomenal track. It's my favorite track on the
Well,
album by
thank you.
far. And I love a big album closer anyway.
Yeah.
You know, just a big finish. And when it's done, you like, especially after the album, you know, the pace of the album, it just leaves you a
Yeah.
bit kind of breathless. Love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Mm.
yeah.
I just
Go on.
well, no,
After you, sir.
I was gonna deviate from the album slightly. So do you wanna come in?
No, no, go on. No, crack on.
Right.
It's fine.
No,
It's
fine.
fine.
Because for me, I'm always fascinated. Like when I listen to, just someone describing how all this creativity comes together. Um, I a question I like to ask, and I just like to go way back, really, just to hear more about where the journey started. So, before the album, before Hellripper, before heavy metal, like, can you remember when, the first time music really, or you connected with music?
Yes, I can. I must have been, I would say, 5 or 6. And we were at primary school, and one of our teachers got married, and we were forced to sing "Love Me Do" by the Beatles, like as a to the teacher, to celebrate his new marriage. And I absolutely loved the song. Like, yeah, I don't think I really knew music before that or paid attention, but that just like stuck with me. And I
Right.
went home like after that day of school, like asking my parents if they'd heard of the Beatles. Um, and they were like, "Oh, you like music? You should try this." And my dad had like a bunch of Beatles albums, um, and then he had like Eagles and the Police, Dire Straits, AC/DC, and my mum was into like Queen and stuff like that. And so I just kind of listened to all that stuff. And then they turned me on to like Top of the Pops at the time.
Yeah.
And so every what day was it Thursday? It might have been Thursday. I can't remember. Early
Thursday at
2000s.
seven
Yeah,
o'clock.
Voice
yeah,
is the
yeah.
authority on Top of the Pops.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every Thursday I would watch Top of the Pops and just see and just loved discovering stuff and hearing new music.
Yeah.
And I loved pop music. I still do like pop music. But I always gravitated towards like the guitar stuff, like the guitar driven stuff. And so at the time, yeah, there was bands like yeah, Sum 41 and um what else? I'm trying to think. There was Sum 41. I mean, even yeah, Linkin Park. There was,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Would have been.
going on a couple of years, there's like Arctic Monkeys, Franz Ferdinand, Libertines.
Yeah. And had you
Um,
picked up a guitar by this point?
I believe I did. I wanted to play guitar, but I didn't really. I, I tried, but I'm not a patient person, so I was bad at first and kind of messed around with it for a few years. Like not learning much and just kind of fucking about every so often and maybe in trying to learn like easy songs, but I was always not very good. And then I discovered metal at about 13 years old. I heard Metallica and Megadeth around the same time, and immediately that was I was like, this is the best thing ever. Metal is that's my thing now. And I got into guitar from there
Yeah.
properly. I remember learning like "For Whom the Bell Tolls" was the first Metallica song I learned, and I remember spending weeks learning it because it was really difficult for me at the time. And yeah, just kind of went from there, like YouTube and internet forums and stuff, like discovering more thrash and then more underground and then death and black and all that kind of stuff. And
Right.
here we are now.
Yeah. Okay. And just to go, because you mentioned your love of pop music. Can we talk about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Because I want to just touch on your cover of Punk Rock Classic, which I think
Yeah.
is incredible. But I
Oh, thank you.
love, because from my perspective, it's a completely unironic cover, right? It's
Yeah.
it's paying tribute, and I think Chili Peppers are a tremendously underrated band. Kind of
Mm.
people, I don't think a lot of people know that they have this really creative
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, yeah, they're my favorite band of all time. And that was, I should have mentioned them there as well, along with like Sum 41 and stuff. I remember the first album I got with my own pocket money was By the Way by the Chili Peppers.
right.
Um, After seeing the video for By the Way, did I see them on top? Maybe saw them on Top of the Pops, but I also saw the video on Kerrang or one of those channels, and it became my favorite thing. I got that album, and then they were my favorite band. I got their greatest hits when it came out, um, and then yeah, just kind of went through all their album, like, and they're my favorite band. And yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously when you speak about the Chili Peppers, you think of, yeah, by the way, Can't Stop, Under the Bridge, like their
Yeah.
Californication and stuff. But yeah, they're the 80s and early 90s, but especially the 80s, like the Mother's Milk albums, like heavy metal,
Yeah.
and yeah, and like loads of shredding and really, yeah, the production's like heavy and the guitar parts are really difficult. You know, I enjoy playing that a lot on guitar. And yeah, the punk rock classic, it was just I wanted to cover something by the Chili Peppers because, like I say, they're my favorite. And obviously, you know, it's a bit difficult for HELLRIPPER to cover something like yeah, by the way, or whatever, you know, like and so there was already like a song like Punk Rock Classic, which I loved anyway, was
Right.
really, really fun to do. But yeah, yeah, they're a band that gets a lot of hate and because yeah, people, I mean, don't like that style or don't like what they're doing nowadays and stuff. But yeah, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Mother's Milk. I mean, even One Hot Minute with Dave Navarro.
It's a
That's
mad album, that.
that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
heavy, psychedelic, dark, weird in places.
Heroin, is what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
fully,
yeah.
yeah,
But I
fully
mean,
agree.
yeah,
But I mean, you nailed it, and it, just speaking for myself, completely appreciated. Love it.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can talk about the Chili Peppers all day. So
Well, we,
change the subject quick
We
before.
haven't got that long. Let's steer it back to this year because obviously you're gonna go out and you're gonna tour this album hard. You know the last couple of years you have hit the road hard. You've obviously got a pretty settled live band now. Andy
Mhm.
Joseph and Max, who is
That's
just a phenomenal fucking. I could watch him all night playing drums. It's
yeah.
insane, and it leaves me exhausted. So, what are the plans then? Are you going to be hitting the festivals and that over the next couple of years, doing the full works?
Yeah, we're basically kind of almost fully planned up until October next year. So yeah,
Fucking
we're going
hell.
to be Euro a couple of European tours this year, some festivals. We're going to Mexico for a few days.
oh, nice.
As you
Um,
do.
Mm.
yeah, we're doing a few dates with Testament, which is sick in Spain and France. We're going to the USA later this year, hopefully, if all goes to plan, and then Canada. Then yeah, we're going to start next year with hopefully South American tour, hopefully an Asian tour of some sort. And then yeah, no, we've got some more European plans for next year as well, which
Once you
is
start
weird,
hitting
you know.
those territories, South America, Asia, Japan, those kind of places,
Yeah,
it's just the possibilities are endless, aren't they? They go absolutely nuts for it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we've never. I mean, we've been to the US once for a festival, and we've been to Mexico once for a festival, and we had a great time. But yeah, we've never been to like yeah Brazil and I mean the rest of the USA as well. You know,
Yeah.
it's a very big country, obviously. So we
Mm.
only did one show, and yeah, I'm looking. You know, I mean, I'm grateful that there's interest for the band there. Like people want to, you know, that the music's reached these people all over the world, and that I'm able to go places and play the music and visit new countries and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully all goes to plan, and um, yeah, yeah, it's going to be a busy couple of years, and then in between then I'll work on some new stuff as well slowly. I've got a couple of things that I'm trying to finish at the moment, like just for maybe a single or an EP or something at some point. But yeah,
It's built on your live reputation as well. I mean, the last time we saw you was the Black Heart, I think, wasn't it? Or certainly was
mm,
for me. That
Yeah.
bad
that
little
was
Black Heart show. That was fucking insane
Mm.
that night. So
that was hot.
yeah, oh my God, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was wearing a leather jacket that night as well. I was absolutely melting.
Yeah, that was
But
fun. That was fun.
that's the way we love it.
Great show.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I love a venue like Black Heart. I mean, yeah, we know some of the people that work there, and we go there whenever I'm in London. You know, it's one of the places that we go just to hang out. And yeah, I think that was the first time I'd been in the actual route, the actual venue room and not the
Right.
bar.
Yeah.
And yeah, it got quite packed, you
Yeah, it
know,
was.
and
It was wild.
it was warm, it was wild.
Mhm.
It felt like a
Yeah,
proper throwback to the old days of going to gigs, and like when there just seemed to be less rules and
yeah,
less restrictions. You know, it was just everybody was just
It's
all in
just
that
cutting
moment.
loose, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
what it's all
yeah,
about. And
yeah.
those riffs are just designed to be heard in like a little space like that. There's something about that, isn't it,
yeah,
where it just feels really quite, it's just full on in your face.
yeah. I think
Loved
so.
it.
That's my favorite kind of thing to play. Like club shows are my favorite, and I think this style of music is better suited to that
Yeah.
kind of thing. You know, obviously playing bigger festivals and stuff is amazing and cool and stuff, but I like it when the crowd are practically on stage with you and there's no real separation and it's stage diving and crowd surfing and people unplugging your
Yeah.
fucking pedals and stuff like
I
that
think I
and
think I think it was Joey that was dribbling on your pedal board.
Yeah, dribbling I can't defend, but you got the UK tour as well coming up soon, which is in April, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about that, the
yeah
dates where people can come and see you, because that's the bulk of people who are going to be watching this.
yeah so we got a few shows. We got London, Glasgow and Nottingham, and that's all we have so far in the UK planned at the moment. Yeah, we've got Glasgow, which is the 27th of March, which will be on the release day. So it's technically the album launch day. And that's going to be our biggest headline show yet, at the Garage in Glasgow, which is crazy in itself because I've seen so many great bands at that venue. Then we're going to Nottingham on April 3rd, which will be fun. And we've got London, April 4th, at the Dome.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, especially with a new album out, play some new songs and start the cycle again. It's like the very start of the cycle, so it's fun to kind of be, yeah, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be weird because
Yeah.
yeah, like you say, it's a stable live band, but the start of the year hasn't gone to plan with live members. We've got Max is unavailable.
Oh no,
Um, yeah,
that's it. I'm not
so we've
coming.
got Max is unavailable. He's touring with his other band. So we've got our friend Jerome coming in. He's an amazing drummer. He's great. He's coming in and doing most of the tour with us.
Right.
And our bass player Andy, he actually broke his knee last
Oh,
week.
fuck.
Broke his knee and ruptured a ligament or something like that. Yeah.
Oh man.
And so he's out of action as well. So we've got another friend taking care of bass for that one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so it's
So
really his kind of seat of the pants in the well, I'm sure everyone's a professional, do you know what I mean? But
oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
you know,
But yeah, it's just it's a shame when the actual live band that you know, especially since it's like a headline tour and it's the
right.
official album launch
Yeah,
tour and it's
yeah.
but things happen. It's going to be a wild show anyway.
Mm.
Um,
And what, it's going to be great
I'm
just to see, I'm sure it's great to see people reacting to these songs for the first time. You've heard them through
yeah,
the speakers, but to put them on the stage and just see people move and react. I mean, there's going to be some whiplash.
I hope so. Yeah, or it can go the other way, and no one likes the new songs, and they
Ah, fucking
and
what?
when you announce the new song, it's this one's from our new album, and then a collective sigh or
Oh,
um,
no,
No,
I
that
doubt
that's
that. I
that's not.
doubt that. Like I
you don't
said,
know.
we've all had a sneak peak, and it is riff after riff after riff
Yeah,
after
it
riff.
fucking is. It fucking
It's
is.
good.
Yeah,
But
well, it's going to be fun.
there's one last thing I kind of want to put to you, 'cause, like when we listen to your music from the start to where you are now, and that kind of natural, trajectory that you're on, where do you see Hellripper going? Because you obviously, when you started this as like a bedroom project, you wouldn't have expected to be playing in Mexico and the States
Yeah,
and all that. So where do you see the next few years going? You must be loving the ride. You must be.
yeah. I mean, technically, I mean, it's still basically a bedroom project. It's just everything's done at home still. There's just not a bed in this room anymore. It's just a different
Right, right.
room in the house. But yeah, it's still everything's done DIY at home. Same equipment as I did the first EP on, basically.
Love
Amazing.
that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So it's still the same kind of approach and and
Are you
ethos and stuff.
reluctant to let that go? Like, it because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
feels like that is the heart and soul of the band, in
it's
that
just
DIY
how I
approach.
enjoy doing it. It's how I work best. It's how I enjoy myself at home. It's how I relax, just writing music. I enjoy the recording and mixing and experimenting with loads of stuff and trying different instruments and taking my time to do loads of stuff. And it's just how I enjoy myself. So, and I think, and to me, that's more important even than the result. I want to
Right.
have fun with what I do. I want to enjoy things as much as I can, especially
Mhm.
because so much of my time is focused on Hellripper. I want to have fun. Otherwise, I'm going to lose
Mm.
the interest, the inspiration, the drive, or whatever. So as long as I'm enjoying it, I want to keep it like that.
Great.
And again, I'm not opposed to changing it if I stop enjoying working like this and I feel like I need something to change. I'm not opposed to changing, but just yeah, the way I like it, doing it is just like this.
And you're in
Yeah, to
full
answer the
control.
first question, yeah, I don't even know where I mean, yeah, everything since the first EP has been like unexpected and I had no intention of ever or expectation of ever kind of tour. Like there was no plans to tour with Hellripper. There was no plans to do an album. Like Hellripper was started as a side project and just to do something for fun that maybe a few of my friends in the local scene in Aberdeen would like. So everything that's came after that is like a bonus. And anytime something cool, something new happens, it's just
Yeah.
it's weird to even think about it. Like when I stop and think, I'm like, it's so weird that I've done this and I've done that and whatever. And yeah, I'm grateful the band has grown each year. We're doing more and more stuff and we're building a bigger fan base. And I'm grateful for that because, and like I say, I want to enjoy it because at any moment it could stop.
Mm.
If your next album is not good for or whatever, or the public don't like it, or the fans stop supporting you for whatever reason, it stops. And that can happen, So I want to enjoy it while people are interested still and take it as
Mhm.
far as I can go. I mean, I do, like I say, I don't know how far it can go. I mean, we're going to America for the first time. We're doing getting to more places, playing bigger venues and building a fan base. So I just hope that
Mhm.
keeps happening. I just want to get more people listening to the band over the years, and I just want to. The main thing for me is that I still enjoy it and I can
Yeah.
still make good music. That's what I want to focus on, and hopefully, um, like the growth and everything will come with that. And yeah, so yeah,
Mhm.
I have no idea. No,
Just
just
keep enjoying
And,
it. That's all that
yeah,
matters.
just keep enjoying it and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that point, and I know I'm repeating myself slightly, but I think that sense of enjoyment and fun comes across in the music. There's so much energy here, and you can't fake that.
Yeah,
So that's it's all coming through, and that's the reward, for us.
yeah,
Your enjoyment gets poured into these songs.
yeah. I mean, I think it's good as well. The style of music that it is. I get it. I enjoy this style of music. I enjoy writing this style of music, and the style of music, for the most part, is you know not like for lack of a better word, like upbeat. Especially the live shows, they're fast and aggressive, and there's dancey riffs, and you can headbang, and there's not really much moment of like slow moments of reflection or whatever. It's just
That's for afterwards. Fuck you.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
full
There's
on,
no
and
there's
it's
no slow dancing.
No,
yeah,
fuck
so
that.
it's easy to
Yeah.
kind of to show the enjoyment, I guess, than it would be in some other genres, I think. And yeah,
Yeah. 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 Right. We're going to lose you in a sec. So Coronach is out on the 27th. And there's endless physical copies you can buy. I'm assuming Bandcamp is going to be the best place to go. Vinyl, CD, merch. That your merch game is always so strong anyway. So,
Mhm.
uh,
thank
quick
you.
minute just to plug everything you want to get out there before you go, and let people know where they can get it all.
Yeah, you can hear the new album wherever you listen to music on the 27th, Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube. all the streaming sites, whatever. And you can, yeah, buy. There's a whole bunch of different physical versions. There's a few different versions of the cassette. There's a CD, and there's a bunch of vinyl variants that are you can find in different shops. You know, some are exclusive to some areas and some territories, and there's a band exclusive vinyl as well on Bandcamp. And yeah, we're touring the UK from the UK and Europe March and April. And then we'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff throughout the year. And yeah, you'll see us online, social media, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, of course.
Follow us on all those places, and you'll see updates and stupid videos of Max sleeping and stuff like that.
Yeah, just that we like it. Yeah. Well, look, good luck with it all. Good luck with the next year or so.
Thank you, man.
Like I said, we love the album. Can't wait to get a physical copy in my hand as well. So yeah, look, it's exciting. Enjoy it. Keep loving the ride, man. It's cool. You know, we love to see British bands having success, and that's a big thing. So yeah, good luck and enjoy it all.
Thank you guys for your time, and yeah, it's a lot of it is down to people like yourselves spreading the word and sharing new music and speaking to new bands and stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys' support and what you guys are doing as well. So thank you guys.
Man. We're all here for the riff, aren't we, at the end of the day. So that's it. Thanks everybody for watching and listening, and we'll be back again in a week probably. We'll see you then. Stay metal. Cheers.